Perfect. Right then. So Nexity, we've got a new partnership with them. First of all, for you who don't know who Nexity are, they're the largest developer in France. So we work with them and we sell their developments all over the country. But our new partnership isn't based on selling their developments. It's based on finding them land or opportunities where they can make new developments. Okay, so basically it's very straightforward. They just want us to send through the mandates we have, whether they're land, buildings, anything they can potentially build a development on. Okay, I'll get into the details of what they want after, but that's the basis. So how's it going to work? So Nexity are going to buy land, houses, factories, whatever it is from Nexity, from Leggett. They're going to build and rehabilitate, and we'll have the opportunity to sell that as well. So you can sell a plot of land to them, they can build something on it, and then you've got the opportunity to sell what they've built on that plot of land you sold to them. So you can make income twice from the same mandate. Okay, is that clear for everyone? All right.
Yeah.
So where are they looking? What are they looking for? Obviously, they're looking for your team, the centre area, and what type of property they're looking for. They're looking for land, houses with land, warehouses, factories, garages, wildland. Basically, anything suitable for them to build something, they're interested. What they're not so interested in is houses in lotissement with a little bit of land, because they can't do anything there. You know, as agents, I'm sure you'll all know, you'll see a property with potential for development or not. So it's also just using a bit of common sense. There's no science to it. Any questions about that? Okay.
Good.
So what's the offering to Leggett? Very simple. We negotiated that Nexity would buy on barem, whether it's the regular barem or the city barem, and we can sell their developments. The original offer was 3 and 5% commission, but we didn't like it, so we renegotiated. So if you sell to Nexity, it's like a regular sale for you, nothing changes. How does it work? I'll show you in a second. So there's an online form to fill in to declare some properties to them, send them leads. I'll show you that in a second. It takes 2 minutes. From that, it tells you straight away if they're interested or not based on the BLU. Okay. If they are interested, within 72 hours, someone will contact you, so you can have a chat about it, discuss a bit more. And if they're still interested, it will go into a process with the developer. So the developer has to do the financial search, it has to do the market research. There's a lot that goes on. It won't be an instant sale. It's something that will take a bit of time, you know, a couple months. Obviously, if you declare something to them, you can still just go and sell it on the side. If you end up selling it to a private individual, tough luck to Nexity. But it's something for you to have in your back pocket. If you get a property, you can pass it through and know you've got that option. Okay. And if they do all their research and they like it, you just go through a regular sale, Nexity buy it. That's pretty much it. Any questions?
Does that make sense?
Perfect. Look, I'll show you how to declare property to them. It's really easy. So after the meeting, I'll send you the link. This is the website. So basically, you just go on here and you declare a terrain. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to go here, start declaring. So what type of terrain is it? Is it bâti or not bâti? So I'm just going to say in this case that it is. So bâti. Next, you put the address of the property. So I'm going to put a test address. There we go. Once you put the address in, you go to next. Now, the cadastre come up so you can choose. In this case, this is what I'm putting through. Now, if you have more than one parcel, you can select up to 3. In the case there's more than 3, which is possible, it's not a problem. Just select the 3 you can, the maximum. And after that, when they call you, you just say, by the way, I put 3 down because it's the maximum, but I have this many. Okay. Now that I've selected, I'll go to next. Is this your first declaration? If it is, you say yes. If it's not, no. For me, it's not. Okay, now here, disposez-vous d'un mandat de vente avec votre client. So you need to choose what kind of mandate. So for us, all you need to pick is mandat exclusif. Okay, every single time, even if you haven't got a mandat exclusif. The reason is that the original deal is they pay you 3% for a mandat simple and 5% for a mandat exclusif. But we negotiated they pay us un barème. So this bit doesn't really apply to us. So all you need to do is select mandat exclusif. There you go. Next, you just need to put your info in. So you put your name, you put your surname, your email address, profession, estate agent. There. Now this is the important part. Company, Legit Immobile, because this is how I have monthly meetings with them, and this is how they track what we send to them. So if you don't put Legit, they'll never know who's sending it. Address of the company, always put the head office address. So that's 42 Route de Ribérac. There you go. That's it. So then you go to next. You need to put your phone number in, and that's because they're going to send you a password for you just to confirm it is you. So password, I don't know my phone number. 0623 447156. You put your phone number in, you go to next. There we go. I've just received a code on my phone. I just need to input that. There you go. 6-number code, very straightforward. You go to next. Now, your lead has been sent through, and straight away they're going to say yes or no if they're interested. In this case, they are. And this means that in the next 72 hours, someone's going to call me, not really, but someone will call you to have a chat about the property you sent them. That's how easy it is. It takes you 2 minutes. And you can do that for any property you have that has potential for a developer. Just send it through to them. Even if you're not sure, it doesn't really matter. Just send it through and see what they say.
So I think I mean basically, unless it's a kind of a village house or a little house with a small garden, you know, I would be sending through everything pretty much because it takes 2 minutes. You never know. You never know. I mean, especially Anne, have you still got that big storage place in Limoges by the river? Anne, there? Not there. I mean, but that would be a kind of ideal thing. It's like 2,500 square meters of storage space. It's just empty by the river.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, just send anything through. Really, it takes 2 minutes. It's not very hard to do. So if you have something and you think it could be worth it, ping it to them and see what they say.
Brilliant.
Can
Good.
I ask if we have to know whether it's in a constructible zone?
Sorry?
Do we need to know whether it's in a constructible zone, or is that something that they sort out? Or if it wasn't, they'd even try and challenge it if they wanted to, if they were interested?
They'll obviously know that, but I think if you're sending something through, it'd be good to know for yourself as well. But Nexity will know. Yes, they will know.
Okay.
I would imagine they're like a lot of developers, and they may be buying stuff that isn't constructible in the hope that one day it becomes constructible if they can get it cheap enough.
And do we know what kind of do they do it on a sort of price per square meter? What they're looking to, in terms of value, what they're looking to spend?
I actually haven't got to that stage yet with them with anyone, so I can't answer that question yet.
Okay.
But presumably we negotiate with them just as we would with a normal client, you know, and then or will they? I'm guessing they're not just going to pay full asking price necessarily.
They're going to be like anyone. They'll probably want to get a good deal, but it's like any buyer. So
Yeah.
you know, in that respect, it's the same as any old client.
Yeah, I just wondered if they already were kind of working off, if you like, their own barème of what they're prepared to go up to on certain areas. It would just be useful for us to know in terms of valuing, because that's the sort of property that I'd probably steer away from in terms of a mandate, because I've got no buyer for it.
Yeah.
But now that with Nexity, perhaps we do, it would be helpful to kind of know very roughly what they might be prepared to pay for a warehouse, for example, because I have no idea what the value would be of a warehouse in truth.
I've got a meeting on Monday, so I can have a little chat to them and get back to you.
Brilliant.
Yeah, because you've had things like that that old boulangerie factory, the bread factory, didn't you? And was that in Saint-Julien or somewhere?
Yeah, I mean that was quite high value because I mean we never did get the mandate for it because we just couldn't actually provide a mandate that was correct for what he was selling. He couldn't accept the legate mandate. But I mean I would say that's possibly not quite what they'd be looking for because it was completely developed. But there's obviously other plots up there that could potentially, you know, we could try and get our hands on or whatever. Yeah.
You know, yeah, this can also, like Kevin said, it can also be a mandating tool. You know, if there's some properties you weren't confident because you don't think you had the buyers in the past, now you do. So you can literally go and mandate and say, we work with the biggest developer in France, Nexity. Let me get the mandate and I'll pass it through and let's see if they're interested. And if Nexity are interested, perhaps a local constructeur would be.
Are we going to get some kind of Nexity legate partnership leaflet thing we can dole out to clients or potential mandates? Or
not that I know of, no, that hasn't been discussed.
Okay, all right, fine. Good-o. Well, that seems fairly straightforward. Does everyone understand that and happy with that? Yeah. Florence, happy? Lindsay's a thumbs up. Good. All right. Thank you for that. That's great, Ben. Thanks. Yeah, I'll chop that up and I'll put it onto YouTube and I'll send it out to everyone else. So that's great. Thank you.
Perfect. And I'll do a follow-up email. I'll put all the details. I'll put all the steps in writing for you for declaring property if you forgot. You'll have all the links and you're good to roll.
Great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right.
Thank you.
Cheers.
All right, then. See
Bye.
you.